Alright, I'm Hills on the Hunt, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we have the last of my December pickups, 2025 finishing, the start of 2026, a whole bunch of thank yous, and what's next for the channel. So, Happy New Year, and let's go! Alright, so welcome back to the video. So yeah, like I said in that much longer intro, there's a lot to get through. It is the 1st of January, so Happy New Year to everyone, 2026. I hope your new year has started off well. I was going to drop this video yesterday, New Year's Eve, but I had a few packages coming. So by the time I got home from work and that, it was late and I honestly just couldn't be asked. So I thought I'd just do it fresh in the new year and recap and restart. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Before I go into anything else, I want to shout out a few thank yous. When I restarted this channel back in, well, the end of 2025, kind of August, September, I think it was, I didn't really know what my expectations were. It was more just a personal thing, just to build up confidence. I deal with anxiety, so kind of being in crowded places and all that kind of stuff just very, very much messes with my psyche. So I needed to do this to kind of get in a better mental headspace, you know. So it's been eye-opening, it's been brilliant fun. I enjoy every video I make, and now I've kind of got to know a few people in the community. They're the ones I want to say thank you to, because without them I don't know kind of how much I would have stuck with it. So first and foremost, I want to shout out Stuart George from Stuart George's Home Movies. I've kind of written all the names down because otherwise I will forget. Stuart George's Home Movies. Yeah, I mean, I watched a few of his videos and I liked and commented on them, and he reached out to some of his friends in the community, shared a video of mine, and like they all subbed and, you know, kind of get along with all of them, but it all started with Stuart. So mate, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. The rest of the community, so you've got Roy at Blue Roy Movies, Sammy G at Sammy G's World of Cinema, Tim at Tim's Film Waffle, Marcus at X-File 2708, Angelo at Wacky World and the Pang Films, Ollie at Ollie Loves Films, and Jody at Jody's Movie Realm. There are a couple of others, but these are the ones I generally communicate with, and you know, I've got to know them a little bit more, even some of them outside of YouTube in terms of other social media platforms and so on stuff. So guys and girls, thank you so much. Your support means so much. And yeah, I enjoy watching your videos. It kind of brings a joyfulness to my day. And yeah, I enjoy chatting with you guys. So long live 2026, and we move on from there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up 2025 with a mega December haul. I don't know if you saw it in the thumbnail. It's a lot of titles picked up towards the end of December, middle towards the end of December. And that will lead into the channel update, because I think what you see in those pickups, there'll be a theme in terms of what you see. So yeah, we'll just go through them because there is a hell of a lot. So Blue Underground release of Strip Nude for Your Killer. Just trash, just giallo Italian trash, sleaze, just fun. It's just a really fun, silly, trashy movie. If you know me now, you know I do love my trash. You know I love my sleaze. So yeah, I've seen this movie multiple times. I think I have it. Yes, I've got it in the Shameless set up at the top there in the yellow spines. This is the Blue Underground release. Yeah, great movie if you haven't seen it. If you're not into trash, sleaze, nudity, nonsense, then this ain't the film for you. Speaking of trash, you have Garbage Pail Kids. I never saw this when I was younger, but when Vinegar Syndrome released their Blu-ray version or 4K version, I was talking to a couple of my friends about it, and they were like, yeah, it was part of the childhood. I remember the cards and the stickers and the gum and all that kind of stuff that you can pick up, but I never actually watched the movie. And I've read somewhere that it's like one of the worst movies ever made, but that falls right into my realm of trash and nonsense. So yeah, we'll give this a go. Garbage Pail Kids movie. This was a pickup from Vinted. I think I paid £2 plus shipping for it. I was chuffed when I picked this up. But it's a 5-movie John Hughes collection. So you've got Pretty in Pink, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, She's Having a Baby, Plane, Trains and Automobiles, and Some Kind of Wonderful. £2 plus shipping. I can't go wrong. The only downside is it was delivered by Every, and Every cracked into the case there. You can see that. So I'm going to be looking for a replacement case. But I mean, it wasn't the seller's fault. The seller packed it really well. Just Every doing Every things. Yeah, I mean, Plane, Trains and Automobiles is just an absolute holiday classic. One of the funniest films I've ever watched. I remember watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off like many years ago, but I've not seen it recently. And I haven't seen any of the other 3, although I've been told Pretty in Pink is quite good. So I'll be looking to check those out. But yeah, 5 more movies into the collection. John Hughes there. Next is a TV series. There's a couple of them in here, but yeah, The Addams Family, the complete part 1, part 2, season 1, season 2, and season 3. I've been searching for this for the longest time. I mean, I love the original movies with Raul Julia, Angelica Houston, Christina Ricci. Oh my God, who plays Festa? Nope, it's gone. That's going to bug me. It's gone. I can't remember who plays Festa. No, can't remember. But yeah, I was so happy to pick this up. Again, little bargain from Vinted. Guys, check out Vinted. You can always pick up little bargains there from time to time. I think I paid like £8. I've seen it at like film functions and stuff like that, and it's no less than £15-20 for £8, and it's all the discs are there. Box is in fantastic condition, so yeah, very happy to add this in. I'm looking forward to checking this out. If you've seen my videos over the last little while, then you'll know that I'm really getting into Hammer horror. We have the Hammer House of Horror collection TV series. 15 episodes, 15 parts. Yeah, 4 discs, all in color, 676 minutes in total. Oof, that's going to be long, but I enjoy Hammer horror. I really enjoy watching it, and I'm looking forward to checking these out. Yeah, Region 1 releases. Yeah, Hammer House of Horror. The next 2 were actually pickups that arrived yesterday. So these were 2 of the ones that I picked up. Snapcases, and yeah, again, both Region 1 releases, but one I've seen many years ago and one I've never actually got around to watching. But it's Neverending Story and Neverending Story 2. I love these editions. They're so nice. The cover, the cases are so nice, really nice looking on the side, and I'm never going to say no to a snapper case, so just proper vintage they are as well. And then you have the inside. So yeah, happy to add these in, happy to give the first one a rewatch and then the second one a first time watch. There is a TV series, I believe, of this as well that's kicking around somewhere. I have got it in my watch list, so I'm just waiting for the price to dip a little bit. But yeah, Neverending Story 1 and 2. And then we've got some trash, and I mean some absolute trash. Low budget fun. This is kind of where I love watching movies like this, just low budget nonsense. First one is a 2-disc Grindhouse double feature, and it's Dead Riot. And the second movie on this is actually 2 movies, and the second feature is Flesh for the Beast. Yeah, not much about the films on there. See Kung Fu Fighting Cell Block Babes Battle, and then the second one is See Super Sexy Psychotic Demons Seduce Men. It's right up my street of nonsense. I've not seen this, but I'm happy to check it out. Dead Riot. Continuing on with the trash is Night Train to Terror. The forces of good and evil meet face to face to once again examine mankind and determine who will be damned and who will be saved in Night Train to Terror. Yeah, sounds like I think I read that God and the devil are sitting on a train, and they have to decide that whether 3 people live or die. Sounds bonkers. Just what? And that front case looks so nice. Just a little right card, and there's the movie in there. Again, not one I've seen, but I'm looking forward to checking this out as well. Night Train to Terror. If you thought these were bad, it gets worse. When Death Calls. It's Halloween and an elementary school teacher has been stalked by a mysterious caller, while sexy DJ Roxy Richards is making her scariest broadcast yet, but she may not realise how scary things are going to get when an old friend calls in. Horror, stalkers, slashers, monsters, zombies. Like 2-hour horror film festival. So it's 91 minutes. B movies. Yeah. I have no expectations for this, but if it makes me laugh, then I've had fun with it, and I'm taking that as a win. So yeah, When Death Calls. And it still gets worse. So now we have Gorotica. Yeah, we went there. Okay, so it's a, oh boy. So a jewel thief, the job goes wrong. One of the thieves swallows a large diamond. He gets killed by the police. And then it's how they try and retrieve the diamond. He runs into a necrophiliac, of course he does, and who takes an immediate shine to the dead body. And I'm not even going to read the rest, but Gorotica. And yeah, I can't wait to check this out. Look at, I mean, that cover looks nice. That film looks brutal. And it gets worse. Gore. I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube, but there we go. When a lab assistant steals an important formula and all its documentation from Dr. Whiteman, he hires a bottom-of-the-barrel private eye to locate it. Finds the lab assistant is a dead street whore, and the formula is a reanimation agent that, with the consumption of human blood, is keeping her alive. In trying to retrieve the formula, he's given a rollercoaster ride through hell as the whore reanimates corpses to attack him and help her hold on to the formula. That sounds so brutally bad. I think I'm going to have fun with both of these because they sound bonkers, and I love these covers. Look at that. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm just going to go, and like the rule is obviously with these kind of movies, they could be the worst movies in the world, but if I have fun with them, then it's a win for me. That's the same rule I'm going to go in with these ones. So yeah, Gorotica and Gore. Next is another TV show. Next couple are a TV show actually. Now this is the one thing you'll know about me, or you don't know about me, and you may learn about me, is I love the paranormal. I've always loved the paranormal. Even when I've been on actual ghost hunts back in the day, I've loved everything about the paranormal. I'll always watch movies with paranormal in them. I'm always trying to watch documentaries about the paranormal. I'm actually watching on Tubi at the moment, Haunting Australia, which I'm really enjoying because there's so many like haunted places that you can learn about and read about. And this one is Ghost Hunters Live, and it's Waverley Hill Sanatorium. I've seen a few episodes where they've gone to this and investigated it, and it sounds like an extremely active haunted place. Not everyone believes in the paranormal and stuff like that, and that's absolutely fine. I do, and that you'll be able to make your decision kind of what you think about it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this, and this is 3-hour live. So yeah, I can't wait to stick this on and give this a go. Yeah, Ghost Hunters. Ghost Hunters is hard to find DVDs over here. I think this is my second one. That's not been released. Like none of the full seasons. I think I've got a best of, and then this one. So yeah, I mean I've seen them on eBay, and they're like £18 each for seasons. but I mean, I'd be happy to pay around 10, but I'm just going to wait until like hopefully somebody can pop them up a bit cheaper. I can pick them up somewhere where somebody doesn't know what they have. Wishful thinking, but you never know. But yeah, Ghost Hunters Live. Now a show that I grew up with, and I loved watching when I was a kid. Actually, there's the next few are all shows I grew up with. This is the Muppet Shows, season 1. Yeah, I know it's not horror, but how can you not love the Muppets? I mean, Muppets Christmas Carol, one of the best movies ever. Muppet Show is just a classic. Yeah, I love it. I've got season 2, I've got season 1 now. And then the box sets are really nice. So, yeah. What's your view on the Muppets? It's an anniversary edition selecting 50 years of being green. There you go. There's 4 discs there. So when I was a young and going to school and whatnot, I used to love coming back and watching Cartoon Network. All the kind of Hanna-Barbera cartoons and stuff like that. So your Scooby-Doo and your Yogi Bear and Wacky Races, Darcy Lee and Muttley, and all that kind of stuff growing up was just in that jam, like, you know, 60s, 70s cartoons coming up back in the 90s and stuff like that. And I've always been on the lookout trying to pick some up just for the collection, just more for the sentimental value than anything else. And somebody posted this up on Vinted. Again, you're going to hear me mention Vinted a lot because it's where I pick up a lot of my stuff. You kind of have to be patient. What I tend to do is I'll add a lot of things. I'll favorite a lot of things, and over a couple of days, buyers will I'm the buyer. Sellers will come back and they'll give you offers that are less than kind of what you're offering, or you can bundle things together and offer them a price. So there are ways kind of to save money on Vinted as well. So definitely do it if you can. There's always some obscure stuff on there. But what I did pick up was 3 box sets, Hanna-Barbera. So you've got Wacky Races, the complete series. That's the Liam Muttley and their flying machines, complete series. And the Perils of Penelope Pitstop, complete series. I have never ever seen these anywhere, ever, in this condition. I mean, they're almost mint condition. I've checked, all the discs are in there. Everything is as it should be. It's just a beautiful, I mean, look at that slip cover, so nice. And yeah, so everything is in there, all the discs are in there, and it's such a nice colourful box. Yeah, if not for anything else, I'm going to be checking these out for nostalgia because I cannot wait. I'll pop that back in a bit. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I can't wait to be checking these out for the nostalgia more than anything else. It's just something I can just pop on in the evening when I'm like editing a video or playing a game or something along those lines. But yeah, I'm so happy to add those. Last 2. So we've got Lake Mungo. I've not seen this. I've wanted to watch this for a while. Again, you know, really nice from the seller. There's a little thank you sticker, which is a nice little touch, and it's in a plastic wrap, which is always a good thing. 2008, Alice Palmer died, her nightmare didn't. I've heard really good things about this movie. Let me know if you've seen Lake Mungo. I believe it's a found footage movie. I think it's in Australia, maybe. I could be wrong. Just trying to see if there's anything in there. I think it's an Australian movie, but I could be wrong. But let me know in the comments. But yeah, Lake Mungo. And then last but not least, so I love my Giallo. I love Argento. I love Fulci. And one thing I've been trying to seek out is, so Lucio Fulci, although you'll know him from the Gates of Hell trilogy, and other kind of old style Giallo movies from the 70s. He did some westerns as well. And there's stuff that I want to pick up. So I picked up one, which is Massacre Time, which stars Franco Nero and George Hilton. A maniacal killer, Jason, takes control of a western border town shielded by his father's wealth. Tom, played by Franco Nero, returns to his oppressed village and is joined by his half-brother Jeff, George Hilton, in a fight against Jason and his sadistic followers. A bloody massacre follows and a final secret is revealed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this out. I'm really much looking forward to checking this out. I've seen one of them on, I think Tubi had it. That's the disc. And I've got another one on the way. I'm so looking forward to checking this out. I did enjoy the one I watched on Tubi. Can't remember the name of it. But yeah, it's coming in the next. It'll be in the next haul video because it's on its way. But yes, Massacre Time. I want to try and get hold of all of the Fulci westerns because what that man can do for horror. Imagine what he can do for horror. Imagine what he can do for westerns. So yeah, if you enjoy your Fulci Argento, let's see what they're like. But that's everything. That was my Mega December haul. Everything I picked up in the month of December. Did you see the theme there? Because the update for the channel is coming up soon, and what 2026 is going to bring. So yeah, that's the haul. We'll go from there. All right. So like I mentioned, there's a update for the channel. More updates for my collection. So one thing I kind of learned in the month of December is I wasn't happy with how and what I was collecting. From a movie standpoint, from a personal standpoint, and more from a financial standpoint, I realized I was kind of spending more on like Blu-rays than I should have done. And I realized it wasn't making me happy in terms of what I was getting and how I was getting it, because then I realized I can pick up a whole bunch of DVDs for the same price as one Blu-ray, and you can pick up more obscure titles. So the last bunch of videos you saw were recorded early December, and then at that point I just decided I'm going to stop. And I started picking up DVDs and filtering down my Blu-ray collection. So yeah, so moving forward into 2026, I won't be picking up any more Blu-rays. It will be just purely a DVD channel, and I'm happy with that. I was so happy when I opened each of these. Just really chuffed to get them in the collection. And yeah, I mean, you can still get some amazing covers on DVDs that you've seen in some of these. So, and you know, the 4K quality and Blu-ray quality, it never was an issue for me. It was more about the movie for me. So that's what I want to focus on. And we'll kind of take it from there and see what happens. But yeah, that's the big update. Is 2026 this is purely just going to be a DVD channel. So anything you see from me will be DVD related. With that being said, another thing I do want to focus on in 2026 is the reviews. I want to get a lot more serious into my reviews. I felt like the weekly watch videos and all that kind of stuff I was putting out, where I was almost not happy, I don't say happy, I wasn't satisfied with how the videos were coming across. So I picked up a movie journal, so it will allow me to kind of log down everything in terms of each movie I'm watching, because it's something I really want to get into in the new year. That's something I really want to focus on, is the reviews. So yeah, just allow me to be a lot more organized in terms of what I'm saying and what I'm doing and how each of these things are happening, and to grow the channel, you know. And that's something I really want to look into 2026. I feel like I'm getting a lot more confident in terms of what I'm saying, and now it's just time to step up and keep moving forward. So yeah, that's the big updates for 2026. Is we're going to be DVD only, and we're going to be dealing with reviews. Obviously, I do want to try, I said in one of my earlier videos, I do want to try and get into more vlogs and stuff like that. So I'm on the lookout for a GoPro or something, just so I can attach it to me when I'm kind of out and about, more for conventions and meetups and all that kind of stuff that we do. But yeah, so there's a lot to kind of look forward to in 2026, and yeah, exciting times ahead. But the journey's got to start somewhere. You've kind of got to get your foot in the door and just make a decision about in terms of what you want to do and how you want to do it. So that for me is the biggest update. And yeah, I'm looking forward to 2026. I feel like it's going to be a really good year. The empty gap just to the left of the shelf there will be filled by another shelf. So yeah, I mean, I've got the movies up into some kind of organization. So you got right at the top in the yellow, the Shameless. On the other side in the black is the Fitco collection. And then you've got the Anchor Bay collection along that second row. So yeah, there's bits I do want to pick up and there's bits I do want to kind of look into a lot further. I've got a few Criterion DVDs, so I'm on the lookout for more of those. And yeah, it's going to be a fun, exciting year. I'm finally satisfied. I think once I started taking the Blu-rays off the shelf and putting them in the cupboard and starting to trade in and whatnot, I actually felt relief for the first time in a long time. So yeah, it's exciting. It's going to take a while to kind of get everything organized in terms of how I want it to be, but I'm looking forward to this journey. So yeah, that is everything. I think December pickups, 2025 update, thank yous, 2026 update, this book here. That is everything. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this video. Like, comment, subscribe. 2026 is going to be a big year, so thank you for the support, thank you for the continuing support, and I will see you in the next one. So take care.